Morning. Welcome to another edition of Filtered, where nothing is but this coffee. Alright, so today I'm going to be a bit snarky about a response to a question from Landyn Clark, who puts out some content on her Instagram page, Faith, Fitness, and Food. We've had her on a coffee convo before, and she is a physical therapist out in Las Vegas now. But her question was, what are some at-home treatments for shoulder impingement? So here come all the snarky comments. To start, we need to make sure it is true shoulder impingement. And I think through shoulder impingement in two different ways. First, certain structures in the shoulder can be pinched, right, that impingement, when you reach overhead due to the humerus pressing into the acromion, which is a part of the shoulder blade. Okay, so the back part of the shoulder blade kind of hooks around in front and creates a little bit of a shelf almost, and then the humerus can kind of shove everything into that shelf. If that is happening and your ouch point when you raise your arm is the same as your ouch point when somebody else raises your arm, so at that same spot when you're standing or sitting, and then you go do it laying down on your side, and your ouch point is the same here, and your ouch point is the same if somebody raises your arm up, and all four of those points are the same, that is more of like a bony impingement, and that's kind of square one. There's some other ways to address it, and kind of find that out, but that's what I would say would be a good starting point. Because that means that regardless if your muscles move your arm or somebody else moves your arm, the bony structures that are causing that pinching are not moving and are always going to do that pinching. If you find a way with physical therapy, chiropractic, massage therapy, I don't care who, if you find a way to address that by getting the shoulder blade moving better, maybe even man, I hate that I can't edit that crap out. What you gonna do? Life still rips, all right? Life rips. Get the thoracic spine moving better, and really spend 3-4 weeks trying to work on scapular control and thoracic mobility, and that spot hasn't changed, then I think you're left with two options, and I hate the first one, and I still don't think the second one's that great. First one would be to say, okay, we've spent 4 weeks working on your thoracic mobility, and it's improved. And we've spent 4 weeks on your scapular control, and it's improved, but your ouch point has not changed. That means that something with the way that the shelf is oriented, right? It's a bony structure, right? And with physical therapy, we're not going to change that bony structure. It means that you might just have to limit how far up you reach. Just not being scared of it, right? Because that's something, I hate discouraging physical activity, right? So I don't want you to be scared of it, but just know that, all right, if you raise your arm above your, this point, it's going to hurt. Plain and simple, all right? Just know that. So that's option number one. Or option number two would be surgery, right? To shave down that bony part so that it's changed, so that you can reach overhead and not hit an ouch point. Again, like I said, I don't like that option either. All right, but all that's to say that you've addressed what needs to be addressed that could be contributing to that pinch, that impingement, and it's still not any better. So that's the first thing. The second thing would be sometimes just shoulder weakness will lead to kind of gunky shoulder motion, and that will cause an impingement. And an impingement that doesn't always happen, and one that can be changed pretty quickly, right? Because in this scenario, the muscles of the rotator cuff can't help the humerus roll and slide in a fashion that avoids shoving up into that acromion when you raise your arm overhead. Now, this can be changed in clinic, day one, right? We can do some shoulder mobilizations, we can do some strengthening, we can do some different cueing, and then your ouch point is better day one, right? And that might still be classified as impingement, but not the bony impingement that we just talked about. So in this scenario, you just need to strengthen your shoulder. You need to mobilize your shoulder in a certain way, right? The shoulder's already highly mobile, so again, you might just need thoracic mobility, acromioclavicular mobility, right? You might not need true glenohumeral mobility, but anyway, just kind of the other joints surrounding that. And then you just need to learn how to control that motion again. Now, this could come from maybe you're kind of putting a lot more stress on your shoulder doing home workouts during quarantine. Maybe it's a new or overuse activity, and that's kind of gunking up your shoulder a little bit. And then if you go back and learn how to move efficiently, your shoulder won't gunk up, okay? And you won't have that impingement. All that to say, you don't need to be scared about gunking up your shoulder, right? Our bodies are not machines. They don't just wear out. But that gunking up can come from inefficiencies, and can be the tangible proof that something needs to be worked on. Not worked on as far as surgery. All right, I'm surrounded in Birmingham by a surgical culture that if my shoulder hurts, I can go get a surgery next week and my insurance will pay for it. I hate that. I think there's a time and a place, but mostly it's when financial losses are on the table. Like if you're a high school athlete, and you can get your insurance to pay for surgery, and then you can get tens of thousands of dollars in scholarship money, right, to pay for an education. Yeah, do the surgery. Sure, get it done with. But it just drives me nuts. Because our bodies are resilient. Our bodies, right, heal themselves. We just need to learn how to move efficiently so our body isn't always on, I've got to heal myself. Right? Right. Just do your body a favor and learn how to move better so it doesn't have to worry about healing yourself all the time and overloading that system. That being said, in this second scenario, work hard at it for a while before you decide to do anything else, right? Do some, right, to answer your question more fully, do some strengthening of the shoulder and of the shoulder blade at home for a long time. And I mean long time. There's research out there about rotator cuff related shoulder pain presentations, and that the baseline recommendation was 12 weeks of PT. 12 weeks. When's the last time you've done anything for 12 weeks, right? Our fad diets don't last 12 weeks. Our excitement to go to the gym in January doesn't last for 12 weeks. Like 12 weeks is a long time, especially to wake up every morning, address it, and then go. And then also kind of throwing another snarky comment to 12 weeks of just going in and doing simple TheraBand exercises, or just doing some stretches or something, like that might not work either, right? You might really need to go balls to the wall, bring the fire to your shoulder and really strengthen the hell out of it. And that's what you need to do for 12 weeks. Maybe not just, the typical lay on the table PT progression. Do these higher level loading things so you get the appropriate response, so you don't have to worry about it in the future. So 12 weeks to really focus on something seems like a long time, especially me being Enneagram 7. I don't want to spend 12 weeks on something. No, I want to go on to the next thing. I want to do the next fun thing. But 12 weeks in the grand scheme of, a year, not that big of a deal. A lifetime, definitely not that big of a deal. So kind of taking a step back and saying, hey, is this worth it to me? Right? To just spend a little bit of time doing it, I think it is. Especially when we look at the whole picture, that injections might help, medication might help, but are they needed? Are they better than physical therapy? Are they better than exercise? Are they better than other options? Are they cheaper? Are they more convenient? Like, there's a lot of stuff at play here. But all that to say, if you want to know an at-home treatment for shoulder impingement, one, you just have to make sure it's impingement first. That would be my number one. And my number two would just be if it's an impingement you can change, work like hell to change it, and then strengthen the shit out of your shoulder so you don't have to worry about doing anything else with it. Yeah. So I guess I hope that was helpful, and I guess we'll see you next time. I enjoy, other than today, it's kind of cold today. I enjoy doing, I enjoy doing these videos, and I enjoy answering your questions. It gives me some fodder to kind of talk through some things. So be watching out for the Instagram stories to submit a question for Filtered. I really appreciate everybody that submitted questions this past time around. It's been really fun answering those. So keep those up. If you have any other questions and want to reach out to me directly and don't want to wait for the next Filtered episode to come out, just get in contact with me. If you don't have my direct contact information, you can just email info@drmattdpt.com, and that'll shoot a line to me, and I can help you out as best I can. So yeah, thanks. I'm gonna go finish my coffee inside, warm up a little bit more. Appreciate you.